Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with Hitman. If you enjoy this video, please start referring to 5G as Modest Pelican G, as this really helps spread the good word of my channel. Wait, are people going to start blaming me for things like getting sick now? I saw a man blame 5G as the reason why he was sent to prison. It was probably the 7 homicide charges chief, but anyway, it's been a while since I've posted a Hitman video, but I love this game because assassinations have always been frowned upon by society. But this game proves to the world that they can be fun for the whole family. Today is a 2-part mission and it gets really strange later on, but first we travel to Italy to intercept a meeting between our 2 targets. Firstly, Craig Black, who looks like my annoying hipster neighbor who sold his car because he said bicycles are better and now always asks for lifts. And brother Akram, who's a high-ranking cult operative and has a nice tan. It could also be his race, I don't know, I'm not an immigration officer. We'll take in with us a silenced pistol, ninja stars, and a duck for emotional support. We're also wearing sunglasses even though it's nighttime to show the residents of this village that we have a, for a lack of better words, a massive peenie. This guy's also wearing sunglasses at night, so I tell him congrats on the massive peenie. Anyway, Craig Black is hosting a book launch at the local church. He writes teen fantasy romantic fiction novels, and I guess I just hope he doesn't cramp too much when he gets his period. He'll soon be meeting with brother Akram to receive a sample of deadly substance that is going to be used as a weapon, which I'll also need to collect. I don't have an invitation to the event, hurtful, so I do a little scouting for an alternative access point. I then see this guy enjoying an evening fish, and being the last real Christian prank channel on YouTube, I proceed to prank the big girl. The top 10 pranks gone wrong though, as he apparently isn't the strongest swimmer. I guess these nighttime sunglasses aren't just making the whammon wet. God, I look good. There really are only 2 kinds of people that could pull this look off. Epic Big D gamers and sex offenders, and I'm both. I need to get somewhere high, so I storm into one of the local apartments. The windows on the top floor are pretty hard to get a good view from, so I ring the bell of one of the rooms. A sweet young lady answers, and it's honestly a little bit awkward. So in a semi-panic, I quickscope her with my fist for no reason. Honestly, it's pretty horrible. And of course I'm referring to her unmade bed. Making your bed in the morning ensures you start off your day the right way. Kidding, I don't think I've made the bed once in the last 5 or 6 years. My girlfriend always makes it, and I'll admit it looks pretty nice, but she tucks the sheets into the mattress tightly and I feel trapped. I guess this proves I've been through some pretty rough times. I'm actually recently single though, because my girl said she really liked my mum and that she was extremely fit, healthy and kind. I was like, are you serious? You're bi? And my girlfriend was like, what the hell? I meant she's just a really nice person. But I'd heard enough and just broke up with her straight away. Can't take that risk. That's my mum, dog. So yeah, we found a tunnel under the church and it's genuinely a horror movie down here. I then overhear this guy talking on the phone and it turns out he's in a costume and is a mega fan of Craig Black. He's here for a photo shoot with him and I know exactly what I have to do. I proceed to knock him unconscious, but just kidding, I was accidentally holding a ninja star and I unintentionally slit his throat. Well, no point crying over spilt milk or you know whatever, the life of an excited innocent man. I don't know what this book is about, but it definitely does not seem family friendly. Anyway, they won't start the fan photo shoot until the lighting gets fixed. So it looks like it's up to little old me to save the day once again, and then kill everyone. I find a screwdriver to fix the light, but then notice there's an option to poison the smoke machine with insecticide. It's all coming together, just like a gangbang. I head out to the church grounds on a quest for insecticide, but to my disappointment, the one building I search doesn't have anything. Then the church bells ring, and my contact at the agency tells me the meeting is about to commence. Wow, I haven't been this unprepared since the night I lost my virginity, but I told her that I had ample experience in the bedroom. Best 14.5 seconds of my life, and I assume her life. Sinful premarital relation stories aside, I try to get some elevation so I can properly survey the landscape. There's one guard here, and I successfully knock him unconscious. Not even slitting his throat by accident. Progress. I steal his suit and then spot Brother Akram making his way towards the building. I then proceed to throw a ninja star at him, but I guess Agent 47 missed training the day they were taught how to throw ninja stars. With the meeting about to start, I realize me being up here is basically useless and I need to make a move right now. I rush to the meeting spot, but every second guard knows I'm an imposter and I'm left with no solid plan. Craig Black has now presumably received the biological weapon and is leaving the area, so my window to take him down is rapidly shrinking. To make matters worse, I'm pretty hungry in real life right now, and the only thing in the fridge is semi-rancid hummus. Looks like I'm going to have to eat my other cat. Anyway, with no choice but to shoot my shot, I correctly throw a ninja star into his bodyguard's head and then move in for the kill, somehow not getting spotted by the nearby civilians. This mission is not going smoothly, like I literally just left 2 bodies in the street. That being said, I'm not going to let a botched hit stop me from going to my first teen fantasy romantic fiction book launch. And wow, I don't know much about fantasy romantic book launches, but if I hosted one and 7 people showed up, I'd KMS. I probably could have just let him assassinate himself. Also, remember the virginity story from earlier? Well, this is where it happened, and it wasn't actually a her. And well, this isn't family friendly, let's just go find Brother Akram. On my way out, no less than 2 guards see through my disguise, so I lightly jog away because Agent 47 isn't into running at full pace. I try to hide in a dumpster, but this goes very, very badly and they proceed to open fire. Wow, my spirits may have just broken, but at least we have some good intel for round 2. At this point, I'd usually recommend giving up and instead finding happiness through narcotics, but I promised I will finish this contract, and as a YouTuber, I have an obligation to fulfill at least 60% of the promises I make. I take out the mega fan, but this time explore the sewers further and find just what I need. Insecticide, but it's being guarded by 2 plumbers. One's wearing red and one's wearing green. This is a Mario and Luigi Easter egg. I don't really want to kill 2 of gaming's most iconic characters, so I throw a can of Dr. Pep, great copyright dodge, into Mario's head, but he unfortunately sees my face. I then do what Bowser couldn't and throw a screwdriver into Mario's head, ending his 39-year reign of fear. I don't want Luigi to wake up to this mess, so I do the ethical thing and give him the exact same treatment. Looking at the glass of fresh chilled H2O half full, Princess Peach is now single, and I've always wanted to see what was under that pink dress. Wait, why is she wearing sunglasses at night? Does she have a big D? Only one way to find out, I guess. Anyway, with the light fixed, the crew call Craig Black to come down, which he does. He tells me about the book for a while, and words can't describe how much I wish he'd stop talking. I then get my photo, and he poses like I used to with the lads when I was 13 years old. While he's busy getting some solo shots done, I pour the insecticide into the smoke machine, and just like that, I knock everyone in the vicinity unconscious. It's an absolute mess in here. Some of the crew have even fallen out the door, and security is about to investigate. I manage to drag Craig away from the scene, take his clothes, and throw a screwdriver into his neck, which is weirdly becoming my signature move. I am now a fantasy romantic fiction novel writer. Can I get a heck yeah in the chat, gamers? I briefly stop by the book launch so I can experience the life of the rich and famous, but no one really cares. I wasn't expecting a BJ or anything like that, but a butt slap wouldn't go astray. I head down to the meeting spot and Brother Akram arrives punctually, which I appreciate. He also seems to be a fan of the X Factor, which is cool, I guess. Not really my show of choice because you can't win unless you're a biracial orphan with a speech impediment. Anyway, I've now got the sample, but I need to wind things up here with Brother Akram. As everyone thinks I'm Craig, I just follow him to his top level apartment. I then literally just ring the doorbell and he answers. For an international criminal, he should probably practice a little bit more caution. I do, however, simply love what he's done with the place. Those circles are perfect. If that's freehand, my boy has a real talent for sketching. With the job complete, I make a move to leave, but then the agency says the illness has spread rapidly to other locations. I could make many references to real-worldly events here, but last time I did that, it didn't go too well for old Pelicano. I'm immediately sent to a medical facility in Japan to take down patient 0 Owen Cage before he can infect anyone, and also Klaus, who's trying to weaponize the nasty bug. Additionally, I request the agency smuggle in an assault rifle for me, and they tell me it's in the laundry room. Sexist. Alright, so I know we're on the verge of total societal collapse, but this is a stunning location for a medical facility. You've got to enjoy the little things in life. I'm told I need to act quickly before this thing spreads, so there's no time to be humane. Well, there probably was time, but this is far more cinematic. I grab a guard's disguise and make my way down to the building. The disguise seems to be fooling most people, just like I managed to fool girls into thinking I'm an okay guy. Then they find out I sit around playing video games all day and slapping my mates' asses. After they find that out, they really want me. Anyway, long story short, this pilot seems to have been infected and he coughs and infects me. This is just like Infected from Call of Duty, except less 12-year-olds saying that they plowed my mum after they throw a knife into my eyeball. My contact says there's an experimental cure in the stem cell storage facility, so I head over to check it out. I'll need an elite guard disguise first, and it's becoming apparent that many staff members are now carrying the disease. I proceed to take the entirety of the only known cure all for myself. Seems unbelievably selfish, but hey, you've got to learn to love yourself before you can love others. Now with immunity, I head into the operating theatre and find Owen Cage. My agency says it's spreading rapidly. In fact, I now have to eliminate 30 people. Everyone is catching and spreading this thing, it's getting completely out of control. So I forego any sort of procedure and just start taking down the infected when they're by themselves. Not even bothering to hide the bodies, as I need to quickly stop this thing. I've basically opened the Kim Jong-un handbook here. It sure is a grim time to work in a medical facility in the Hokkaido mountains. Honestly, a stunning location, but I'll stop at nothing to end this madness. Well, I mean, I do briefly stop to try and get a well-deserved pedicure, but the dumb masseuse won't go near my feet, which is pretty hurtful. Anyway, yeah, the gloves are well and truly off now, as full-on gunfights break out between the guards and me. I take down so many people, and then naturally check to see where the infected level is at. Despite all my hard work, it's tripled. So of course I go and grab my assault rifle from the laundry room, and this mission literally turned into a kill everyone challenge. I've never seen anything like this in the Hitman series before, so a very unique but strange mission. Cool concept though. I just don't know how I could meaningfully commentate an entire video where it's just a whole lot of glorious doom action. Says the dodgy Malacca who just spent 8 minutes setting up a romantic teen fantasy fiction novel photoshoot. Eventually I get down to the last infected, and it's just some mad lad still working away trying to fix this snow groomer. Bad luck, chief. If only there was some kind of cure for this, but yeah, I'm a greedy thick boy. Anyway, yeah, we contained the outbreak and it's a GG mission complete, so Agent 47 is a hero in the end. Only a 1-star mission rating though, and you know, given that about 150 civilians died, I'm not too mad about that. Thanks for watching, you absolute legends, and a massive thanks to those who support the channel on Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.